play anything. I'm just gonna let it sit for a while until it proves itself that it's actually working. Because I don't believe that it is.
It sounds like you're lying to
Bum,
me.
bum, 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 bum. Receiving your content. Your audience will know soon enough. Your internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. Pfft, I'm gonna do that. Desktop audio doesn't seem too loud. Tom Bradley, hello there. Raymond Reviews. The Destroyer Han, Ghostface, CR Khan, Live Free. All of these people beat you guys into the stream. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
I am disappointed in all of the people in this Discord.
That's a good trick.
Has anyone referenced that incredible title yet?
Don't worry, guys. If you just wait a second, we'll be right back.
Oh! Let me know if audio balancing is correctamundo. That probably wasn't that bad for them. Maybe.
I turned my head away.
Hmm. And this one isn't poisonous to anybody.
After you screamed, my stream started buffering. It's like, no, that's too much.
You can't even skip this cutscene. I think we should sue this game.
You should.
Well-
Yes.
Why you only do prequel memes? Because prequel memes are better than OT memes. I'm sorry. The OT doesn't meme very well, but the prequels do. This is a undeniable truth.
Meme commentism are a bit quiet.
Thank you, Lucas Adams. I appreciate it, and I'm pretty sure you guys.
Lucas Adams.
Well, you of course aren't Lucas Adams. You're nowhere near as good enough to be Lucas Adams. Right. You guys have just boosted you by ×2, so you should be okay now.
Oh, why?
La 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 la.
Yes, let me know if you can't hear them. I should be pretty loud, actually. Disable tutorials. I don't need any fucking tutorials. I'm fucking Mulesley.
Disconnect 5 million times.
Hey, Marge. Oh, domestic abuse!
That's my
Brrr,
favorite, actually.
brrr. Holy shit. $49.99. And he said meh? Was this because I beat Marge live?
Peter Moore.
Thank you, Akiba Voorhees. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. I don't even know what to do about that. Aside from beat Marge more. The police aren't even gonna stop me. Also, let me know if the game needs to be louder, because it kind of does for me, but if it doesn't for anyone else, then I'll just leave it.
It's really quiet.
I can't even hear the game.
Okay, I boosted it a bit. Let's have a look. I tested by hitting Marge.
Should.
That's louder, but it's probably still pretty quiet.
It needs to be louder, and we as well.
There's
And
no,
then
I
you can
can't.
turn up your desktop.
It's a
Turn
full.
down your sound.
Well, I guess I could pull myself away from my microphone a bit. That's the best I can do.
Can you just turn down your mic input?
Oh, yeah. Wait, speak again?
La 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 la.
Yeah, I guess. I should be about the same as you right now. And then as for the game, let's have a look.
Now I'm a bit louder than you.
God damn it. Let's just leave that there. That should be fine. Okay. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Your Last Jedi review made me confirm my own thoughts after seeing the movie. Keep up the gaming. Well, thank you, Brandon Moist, for the $5, and again for the 50 from Voorhees. It's crazy generous. Why only do Star Wars memes? Because I like Star Wars memes. Did you hear that Robert Downey Jr. got diagnosed with ligma? What's ligma? Do you guys know what ligma is?
No,
It's the opposite of enigma.
that didn't help.
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,
Does this
ba-dum.
mean he's dead in the next film?
Possibly.
Oh, no.
Because he's gonna die in real life?
Possibly. Alright, game. Let's boost you again.
Ligma.
Well, the game should be loud enough. I hope.
Oh, it's a fictional disease, apparently.
Hmm.
So is he gonna die?
Is he gonna die from the fictional disease?
I mean, if he doesn't know.
Marge, help
The
me out here.
first- It might be something real, but the first 3 results are Urban Dictionary, Ligma, Know Your Meme, and then what is Ligma? Fortnite streamer Ninja's fictional disease. So I'm guessing it's fiction.
A lot of people are saying Ligma balls, so that's probably what it is.
God damn it! I was about to make that joke.
You were about to steal the joke, is what you're trying to say.
I'm not reading your chat, so fuck you.
Guys,
that's
Metal's
funny.
lying. Don't trust him.
Ligma balls almost sounds like lick my balls. That's funny. I like it.
Can you go offline, please? For
This
the,
game is a clear rip-off of
We'll be
Tetris.
right black.
Well, no.
Can't say that. Also, for those who can't hear the game, it's already too loud for me, so I'm struggling to level these things. But this is the first time I'm streaming on this new rig, so it's gonna be bad. Okay. Also, Futia, what's a good noise gate to have?
There's no good level. You need to check your own.
Create output projector, hide, unhide. Why is there no filter options?
Reckless driving is my pet peeve.
You don't need a noise gate though.
Are you sure? You can hear fizzly fuzzlies whenever I'm not speaking, I think. Well, just in general, actually.
No, I think the game quite that out.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, you don't need it. Not even. No.
Wait, so that you can hear the game?
Yeah, it's kind of quiet though.
Possessions are fleeting.
No, it's okay now.
You are
After you
right.
boosted it, it's
You
okay.
are
The
right.
Jurassic review was better than the movie by 3. By 3? 3
Wait,
times, I guess?
say something and then hit a wall.
It was like
Okay.
that when I got here.
Flim flam dingly dang flume. There you go.
Just a few more. Walk. That wasn't part of the
Yeah,
deal.
it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Tell
Fatier
to
to
read
read
Discord. Let's say you're in trouble again. New rig, huh? How is it? It's all specified on Patreon, but it's amazing. This thing is really powerful. Oh, A is jump. I'm so used to Y being jump from the other game. Oh,
Ligma's not really Fortism, you rem?
she's probably trying
What's
to say
a
it's not
rem?
real. A rem is essentially a remeditator, so it's like an ancient monk. So that's pretty offensive.
She called me a monk?
You're like, shut up, you ancient monk. You're like, oh man.
I can sell this
Never
on the
been
internet.
so offended in my life.
Jenna, you brutal.
Oh my god.
Brum, bum, brum, bum. Star Citizen become enlightened by a cosmic life-changing experience. What if I would have wanted to play Simpsons Hit Rod though? Come on, god damn it. Really? Why aren't you double jumping? There we go. Oh,
Man, did you drink my beer again? God damn it.
speaking of drinking, I have drankily
Trevor in an updraft.
I only have light drank, so I can't even get drank. Drunk.
You always
I don't
say it as if it's not your fault.
You had some from me. I have like 2 bottles of booze.
In fairness, I only have drinks because Metal bought them and never drank them, so...
I didn't want them.
He wanted them, but he couldn't keep them.
I wish that would happen to me sometime.
Drank the big one.
Did you know that this game isn't like new games? Yeah, I've seen Lord of the Rings. I know the quote. Where Bilbo talks about Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh my god. That burp felt so nice.
Frodo, did I ever tell you about the ancient game of Simpsons Hit and Run?
I thought you said gay. I was like, what?
The
Can't say
ancient
that
gay?
was
That would be Gandalf, because Ian McKellen is old and homosexual.
and happy.
He is happy, yes. Did he leave a milkshake a Mulesley? Did you mean to say did he leave Mulesley a milkshake? Did you leave the milkshake a Mulesley?
I would never.
That don't make no sense. Waluigi or Jesus? Waluigi easily. Never thought you playing a Simpsons game. I've actually said to several people, I think I said it on my Q&A, that I love The Simpsons, but preferably the early stuff, not the other stuff.
Okay, who ate my bottle opener? Oh, no, man.
Ain't
I'm
nothing
having a
wrong
little
with...
help there. Could you trouble me?
Go back home and tell Mom to start the next mission.
Where the fuck am I?
How would Metal know the answer to that?
To what?
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? Shoot just before, like once or 7.
Close your face.
Ha, Don Radkos atted me because of my, stream is a good trick, and he said don't try it streaming, or don't try streaming. How clever is that? It's a reference to those, they're like films called prequels, I think.
Oh, Pokemon?
Yeah.
I like Pokemon.
I believe the prequels were made by Nintendo. Ooh. Why are we lagging all of a sudden? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not lagging
Turns
anymore.
out your new PC isn't that good anyway.
Well, it's better than you.
It's better than all of our PCs, let's be honest.
Oh man, why is it lagging? It was working fine, and now it's like budda 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 budda. In fairness, it is on high settings. Maybe I should lower it.
Nothing lasts forever.
Oh, Marge literally just like jumped into my car. That is not the way to look after yourself, woman. Homie. What do you think of ER's solo video? I'd love to talk to him about it because he missed like a bazillion problems with the plot. I don't know how he thought the plot for Solo was good.
Good thing I didn't watch that one.
Film didn't make any sense. He was like the ending scene where they all betray each other. He was like, that was really good, except for Vision believing they could have fake fuel. He was like, that's a bit far-fetched. And I was just like, what the fuck? There's like nobody's decisions make any sense in that scene. Alright. Enough of this. Let's see if I can make this easier on my little... Oh gosh, it looks like it's flickering on OBS. Give me one moment. Config. No, graphics. as well.
Language.
Config is not a naughty.
Yeah.
You just mad because you stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Yeah, sorry about that, by the way.
Love hurts.
My penis. What?
Love hurts in your opinion.
Truth hurts.
He ordered a good PC and Al stripped it for parts and filled it with crap without telling him. You would never do that.
I'd believe
Incorrect,
it.
Brett. Don't cross the streams. Hello, Mulesman. Remember to shill the Discord. It is in the description.
Self-motor.
Last ER's video is kind of shitty. Well, the thing I find confusing is he said on Twitter something like, he was really proud of this one, and I was like, oh, sweet. And then I was like, wait, it's like 20 minutes. What the fuck? And he sort of didn't, he actually kind of said like Solo was like decent without even talking about it really, and I was just like, huh. Feels like he kind of farted that one out, you know. Kind of like how Metal deals with his breakfast sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good.
Where
at
it
that
just
one.
slips out and you're just like,
I don't put it on YouTube though.
That's true, that's true.
Hey, I'm
Are you
endorsing
allowed
a new
to put
cola,
like
kids.
really
This one isn't
disgusting things on
poisonous to
YouTube?
anybody.
I don't know. I
New
think, I
improved
don't know.
Buzz Cola is made from only the finest sugars and water.
Shit.
Plus, there's a special ingredient, too hot for the FDA. It'll
I'm not
give you the
gonna
get up and go.
take
You
that
need
thought
to do
any
all the
further than
pathetic
that,
stuff you have
'cause
to do. Try new improved Buzz
How long
Cola.
until you try new and improved Buzz Cola?
Cola. Must get
I mean, I was on YouTube and worked out.
You've never been on YouTube.
Yeah. And it was your fault.
It is obvious ER was infected by 5G signals waves that are causing him to grow more PC. I mean, he just didn't seem too into it. It was weird because he made like the hour-and-a-half video on The Last Jedi, and he was like, oh, you're very into this. And then he was like, blah. Alright, this should run Botor. And it only looks slightly worse. Hopefully you guys can't even notice. I can though. I can. Marge, give me a mission, God.
It's crashing time.
That's a pretty Feels Molar Man mission. I gotta go to the Quickie Mart and pick up ice cream. Oh, at least I can drive.
Come on, suckers.
I want that resolution.
Have you seen Hello Greedo's recent parody video? I have not, but I'm assuming it's probably embarrassing. From what I've heard, Hello Greedo is not too interested in speaking to me because of my reputation for being hateful and,
And a Nazi.
well, probably. But I've been very nice to him in any correspondence sent, and I am up for discussion. But we have to wait until he decides I am worthy of discussing things with him. You know, you have to like earn respect.
Are you a part of the Wait and See tribe?
I've never been to Africa, so I have no idea what you're talking about. The Wait and See tribe.
Please always wait.
Do you think JonTron will upload again? Oh, I'm sure he will. He just takes longer than I do. Do you plan on seeing Mission Impossible Fallout? I don't really. I really don't care about Mission Impossible. I liked the first one. Second one was weird. Third one was really neat. And then I remember seeing the fourth one and forgetting about it the next day. So I don't know.
Hold on. Let's go back a second. You he is slower than you.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
When was the last time you uploaded?
I uploaded on the eve of the 20th of the 3rd.
Joan Trone uploaded 5 videos an hour ago.
Wow. I need to watch these things. Alright, let's see. Instead of trying to beat Skinner, I'm going to try and murder him.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
I'll educate you a new one.
Scared me a little bit there.
Fuck you, Skinner! Okay, I'm not doing a very good job of murdering right now. Oh gosh.
Don't get murdered.
I mean, I'm not gonna get murdered, but I might lose the race. And that's not good.
It's even worse.
I'll educate you a new one. Vengeance will
Can you please, like, slam into a tree or something, Skinner? Why does he have to be such a good driver?
fire in the hole.
Yeah, man.
Oh, now I have a wedgie.
You hold on right there, you bastard. Oh, the race is already over. Man.
Take that.
Well, let's restart.
Sucks to suck.
I'm convinced I can kill him. Reputation for actually proving people are shit. They don't like how they can't opinion their way out of it. Mola feels. I mean, they don't think that I'm. I seriously doubt they're afraid of talking to me. They probably do just look at me like, oh, that guy's such an asshole. He doesn't let anybody have a thought of their own.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, yeah, I hate it when people have their own opinions. That's the worst. Please don't clip this out of
You can't
context.
say that because people are gonna quote that out of context. Don't. I'm gonna stop you.
I
right
hate
there.
it when people are different.
La 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 la.
You suck, I'm great. Da 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 da. You I hate. As soon as I'm done scratching myself.
This is why it's so funny with the Count Dankula, when they're like, context doesn't matter when you say a particular word. It's like, yes, it does. Like, what is wrong with you?
Take that.
Oh wow, we just tipped that car over like a cow.
I'll educate you a
Come on,
new one.
Skinner. Your car can't hold out forever.
Yeah, I can.
I hope you get destroyed. Oh my goodness, I just like drove him to the finish line.
Say you were performing an experiment and you wanted to see what one word would be the absolute worst and have the highest possibility for you to get banned.
No! I came so close to killing him. We'll try this again. Dude, why don't you save your streams? They are saved, and you can access a lot of them through my Discord, but they don't go public. Fine, I'll do an OT meme for the next streams, as I will do my best to remember that I want to do that. Hey
What
Mola,
is
just
an
wanted to
OT
send a
meme?
$5 and let you know some of this Amnesia vid. Again, even better second time around. Thank you so much for the great stuff. Thank you for watching it, Hudson, as well as the $5. Very much appreciated. Do you like psychology? Sure, I don't have a problem with that. Mauler's opinions are scripture. Nazis or feminists? For what?
For killing people? Nazis.
Lego Star Wars games. I think I did stream that on Twitch while drunk. It was funny because I couldn't figure out. This is like a highlight of me trying to figure out a puzzle. It was really easy. Yeah, no, I've played the Jurassic World Evolution game and I liked it. It was really skin deep, but it was fun for the amount of time I played it for. Once you figure it out, it's kind of like eh. Mauler's Governor Tarkin voices. A lot of people liked my Governor Tarkin section in my videos. I just invented dialogue. Fortier particularly loved it.
I did.
Remember how you were like, this is literally the best thing in the world.
He used a cheat code.
Yeah.
Wait, Homer
didn't even
just
say
said
figuratively.
he used the cheat codes. I think Principal Skinner's using cheat codes.
God damn it.
That is against the ruletisms. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna kill him this time. This is not going well.
What, kid? I almost spilled my sundae.
God, he's a powerful car. He's like not
Ooh, the vibrations tickling my feet.
slam into. Oh my god, that woman just got screwed up. And that woman did. It's the same woman too. She's got the same model.
Scratching myself, your history.
Poor woman.
Poor woman. We just ran over Selber as well. Or Patty, I can't remember which one's which.
My shot. Learn to drive, dumbass. Woohoo! 2, 4, 6, 8. You suck. I'm great. Da 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 da. You I hate.
Alright, let's try this again. Mauler, are there any indie games that you're interested in coming out soon? None off the top of my head, I'm afraid. I've not been keeping track. I've been just doing script writing constantly. Not even kidding. What's your favorite accent?
Mine.
Irish is one of my favorites, I'd say.
Crashing car.
Can you do a Count Dooku voice? Do you mean Christopher Lee? Because... What do you mean, like... Because the one in Clone Wars is a bit different from Christopher Lee. But, I had to do a voice impression for Christopher Lee for one of my voice acting jobs. But it's not something I can turn on. I need, like, lots of time to get it right. Skinner, please help me murder you. Oh, what? I was trying to knock you in, you bastard.
What is the hardest accent to perfect from an outsider?
For tears.
Wait, that means that I'm smart.
Hey, Skinner's taking the lights with him. We can't do that. It's against the law.
No, it's against the darkness.
Oh, God, I suck. Yeah, if anyone's confused, by the way, this is not the way I'm supposed to beat this level, but I'm convinced I can do it.
I didn't do it.
Okay, now the police are onto me. Thanks a lot, Skinner.
Wait a minute. That was an insult.
They stole my money.
He used a cheat code.
Capitalism, am I right?
Corpitalorism.
Capital pupstums.
Capacity.
Nice one. High five.
Weed or marijuana?
Sorry.
You kill Skinner, how will we be able to make steamed hams? That's good. Those two won't appreciate that because they're not true Simpsons fans. Those.
That's a true Simpsons fan.
What's your opinion about Christians indulging in oral sex? I don't know.
It's okay, I guess.
Are you still on season 1 of the Clone Wars? Yeah, me and Fortier still need to pick that up, which we will be soon. It's just a couple of different events have gotten in the way. Like Infinity War being released, me and Fortier, needed to watch it 3 times. Because that's something that
We've
you
only
do.
done it 2. We need to do it more and more.
Alright, this time Skinner.
You
Oh, what a good opening. He just drove into the tree himself.
That would be a good opening.
Oh, wait, what happens if he goes in here? Skinner, you seem lost. What's he doing in here? Well, this run went perfectly well. Freaking speedrunning tactics over here, even though this is just definitively slower.
Just in between the tree.
Wait! Oh, you can't just disappear. That's cheating.
Kebab.
You bastard. Oh my god, that scream sounded horrible. Hey Skinner, you looking a bit ill there, boy. Scream. Come on. Explode!
Vibrations tickling my feet.
I just told people to
I
slow
like
down.
dining. Nothing lasts forever.
Oh my god, seriously?
Eat my
The game lagged the fuck out before I could kill him.
scratching myself. You're hit
So Skinner, how are you gonna win now, bud?
2, 4, 6,
Oh, he
8.
did.
You suck. I'm great. Da, 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 da. You are
It's starting to lag again. It's almost like
Hey,
memory bleed or something.
Standing next to his racket, like, oh well.
I guess I just lose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out this problem offline or something, because
he used the cheat code.
same thing on both the qualities. It's just starting to lag randomly.
Drop my kebab.
But yeah, that's how you win that, you know, easier than just driving. This is the much easier way. Wait, can I cross the line just by running? Yes! I did it!
I'm the winner.
Wow, I need a disco nap.
No problem, Lisa.
We're number one.
Ugh, stop with the weird spikes. I'm kind of just hoping it stops. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Yep, that is not stopping. What's some of the most recent movies you've seen? Infinity War, Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp Tomorrow. What other films have I watched? Oh, I watched a whole bunch with Mel when he came over.
Oh yeah, we watched like a fuck ton of movies.
Saving Private Ryan, Predator.
Patriot, Batman Begins, was it?
Oh, Batman Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah,
Oh my god, these lag spikes are really annoying. Yes, okay, let's try a different back end maybe. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Dum dum dum. Still creeping me out that it's flashing. Okay, let's try that. Also, I just didn't save my game, did I? That was a clever move.
that was a good trick.
And it crashed. That's a good start. God, I'm gonna end up having to play that other game. This is what happens when you don't test, by the way, people. So don't be like me. Bum, bum. Hey, no! I said no! You can't do that. Freaking Discord. No, not Discord. Dolphin, that's the one. It's a dirty liar, it is. Alright, that should be fine. Close. Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis. At this time of day, at this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. These are references you guys should know, otherwise you're not cool.
I know that reference because it's been mean to shit.
Well then, good.
Where's it from?
That's
Oh,
weird.
Lord, your
That FPS count has gotten chunkier. Have you read 1984? I don't think you can read time. No. What's the most boring movie you've ever watched? Probably The Revenant. Though I shouldn't say that, The Revenant is beloved. Valhalla was another really boring film. What's some boring films you guys have watched? And be honest, don't lie.
Zombieland.
Oh wow,
Dunkirk.
that's another unpopular one to say.
I rewatched that recently and I was bored as shit.
I just donated $60. I'm afraid it doesn't show up. Hope you didn't do it through Streamlabs. I'm not sure how to see those ones.
You log in.
If you will 60 muesli. Don't have any fans now.
Give me 1 sec. I need to have a look at. Oh, that was useless. Now this is streaming.
Yes, it's true.
I meant the book by George Orwell. Yeah, I know. I haven't read it, I'm afraid. Ever seen the Kung Fu Panda trilogy? I've seen the first one. I haven't seen 2 and I assume 3. I don't know if there's any more of them after that. What are some of your favorite video games, and what are some that are objectively nearly perfect? Oh wow.
Civil War.
I think that's not a video game. Just say that. I think most people tend to go with Witcher 3, don't they? I know that's not the answer I should be giving, but like the closest you'll get to a game that's almost flawless.
Flowerless?
Like close to it anyway. Ant-Man and the Wasp was so boring I fell asleep for like 20 minutes. Oh dear. Well, I will at the very least check it out. Also,
If the Ant-Man and the Wasp is meh, not incredibly good or incredibly bad, are you gonna make a video?
no, I'm not making a video even if it's dreadful. I missed my window for that, but it's because I was doing Force Awakens.
And if it's amazing?
Then I'll have to ignore it as well.
Wow.
I mean, Fortia, you're awful, and I never made a video on you.
Why not?
Because I don't like you. I do have interest in the Venom movie. I'm going to check that out and possibly make a video. Because I think it looks really bad from the trailers, but it'll be
Hey,
interesting.
what
to
about the
test
part
it
where
out.
he makes a poop joke? I like that one.
Oh,
That's my favorite.
no, I don't like that.
Hey.
Oh, we're lagging already? That's not a good sign. You know, this worked fine when I tested it offline, by the way, people. What is this schnizzle?
You know what's funny?
Hmm?
I actually didn't think that the Venom movie looked awful when I saw the trailer. I mean, I kind of assumed it would be awful, but like, and the CGI looked really weird. But then the second trailer came out, and I was like, "You fucked up."
I mean, it could still be incredible, right?
No,
No.
No.
it's literally impossible.
God, at this point, I don't even care that I wouldn't mind just talking and responding to chat instead of actually playing a game. But I feel like I can't do that on a stream because you'll be looked at as a flim.
Just put yourself on IRL.
No, that's not the problem. It's the actually having an audience that doesn't fall asleep. I'm outraged.
I can screen share to you when I'm playing World of Tisms, and you can.
They'll just be confused. They're like, "You play World of Warcraft?" I'll be like, "No."
So are you playing a recording? No. Do spinny move. And then I do spinny move, and you're like, I don't know what to tell you guys.
I'm not convinced.
I'm like, "For don't spin." All right, I put it on lowest now. So if I don't stream this, then we're gonna have to just complain to the gods. Ever played Dead Space? Yes, I love Dead Space 1. Dead Space 2 was fun. Dead Space 3 was.
Maybe you should put it to NVIDIA encoding. And then OBS to relieve.
I already did that. God.
Again.
Didn't, Mom.
Oh, radical. Have you considered making a comparison video series between Star Wars prequel series and New Wars series? I'm pretty much doing that as I go through the films anyway. I'm like, this is how they screwed it, this is how they did that. I've seen Wonder Woman, I thought it was kind of meh. Third act was horrible. First two were like okay-ish. At best. Know that if you even made a video Ant-Man and the Wasp next year, I'd still watch it. Well, perhaps then it shall be done at some point. Perhaps. I could see someone falling asleep to Avatar. I could understand that. Kung Fu Panda 2 is one of the best animated sequels. Are you into music? Yes. Have you ever done a Telltale Games Unbridled Rage video before? No, but that would be tempting if I actually played them, but I kind of avoid them precisely because they're Telltale games. Which will upset Fortier, they're literally his favorite games.
Oh yeah, I totally don't hate Telltale.
Remember that time where we were like, do you want to play Telltale games? And you were like, yeah, I want to do that more than I like to breathe.
Yeah. You know what the best part of Telltale games are? No matter what decision you make, you're always wrong. I love that.
They don't even try that hard to put you in that situation. They're like, two people have to die now, choose. You're like, oh, alright.
Okay, I guess.
Would you like the chicken or the chism? And you're like, I don't know, which one's better? And the game's like, indeed.
Would you like A, the chicken, or B, A?
And then it's like, would you like to go down this door or this door? Do you that door? And then Sheila will remember this. You're like, wait, why? What's up, Sheila? What's going on? She's like, I hate you for taking that door.
This is my favorite door.
I'm gonna open that door, goddammit. Also, this looks really good for lowest.
I'm sorry.
But let's see how long it lasts before it just lags on me anyway. It's like a 10-minute mark. I used to stream on Twitch, but then I decided to start streaming on YouTube because I like talking to more peoples. Because you're all here, and I can say hello at this wonderful time. What is the day today? It's a Saturday, right? God, all of you should be out partying. Why are you at home watching a Twitch stream? That's pretty lame.
It's Sunday now, Mom.
Dude, just ran over a woman and as she like was flying through the air. She said, "I'm not afraid to die." Yeah, did you know you can run over and beat children in this game? How fantastic is that?
The best.
Have you played Doom 2016? Yes! That's a game I could actually stream too.
This gives me streaming out lately.
Yeah, speaking of, by the way, is that like an official like rule everyone has to follow now that you're not allowed to beat up kids in games?
I mean, it'll get you in more trouble than not, as far as I can tell.
I know in Skyrim you can't kill kids. You can. punch
Killing
them,
children
but you
is
can't kill them.
tasteless. What is your favorite Star Wars song? Oh. I go the Simpsons. I think that's something else. You're like, nope. Yeah, probably Imperial March. Or I'm not sure what the name of the song is, but when in episode 6, when they first go into the Death Star run, I love that song. It's awesome. Ryan Johnson played it when he went through the caverns in his film, and it was like, get the fuck out of that song. Then again, it could have been the other guy who decided to do that, right? John Williams, so. Whatever.
My favorite is the mall one.
The mole one. I hate that one. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that song's pretty awesome. What is your favorite storyline in a film and video game? Oh, that's not an easy question to answer. There's so many to consider. I deem that question impossible to answer, and I send it over to Metal.
No,
I've
No,
never
he
heard of
doesn't.
that game/film, but that is his answer.
because it's that good, I will never share it with anyone.
Yeah, because then some guy, like, I don't know, mall man will make a video on it.
It'll just be the mule. Oh, hey Lenny, how you doing? Flum blum, flim blum, glum blum, iblo, flum blum, blum. Oh man, look at this dude.
Say if you made an a cappella version of that.
There probably is an acapella version of that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but if you made one, then that's
Why would I make one?
That's what I mean.
That's
I wonder
weird,
what
dude.
People would react.
What do you think of Clone Wars coming back? I mean, me and Foxy are not invested whatsoever yet, so we don't care. But maybe by the time we get to the end of it, we'll be like, you know what? It's cool that it's coming back.
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
But if Clone Wars, they like killed.
Wait, someone asked me if I've seen Solo. I made a video on it.
A video with 2 E's.
Yes. I have the video with you and Wolf coming along. Still in production, I believe. I think he wants to do another podcast soon,
Learn to drive, dumbass.
which will happen first, as far as I can tell. But yes, that is always on the horizon. Ow. Thoughts on New Vegas? I have not played New Vegas, I'm afraid. I have played Fallout 3 extensively. I don't remember much of it though. What
Me too.
character Star Wars films do you think should have had more screen time? Probably Phasma. But I mean, why would I care, right? So I suppose personally it would be Darth Maul, but not in what they're doing now, which is resurrecting him and making him crime boss who wants hyperfuel because that's what everybody wants now. I would have preferred it if he never died in the prequels in the first episode, and Obi-Wan could be like hunting him down in episode 2 and 3 or whatever. Maybe combine Dooku and Maul into the same character, but then you lose Christopher Lee, so I don't know. It's a complicated answer. But Boba Fett as well, of course, and Django. I actually quite like Django. Django! Also, Smithers, you're not doing well, mate. I just locked Smithers into a fucking hole.
Let's
That's not
do
good.
this thing.
He killed himself.
That's what you get
Smithers
for
just
expecting
couldn't
me
deal
to
with
do the
depression.
job for which I am paid.
Are you officially part of the Dishonored Wolf podcast? I think I've just been, asked to come on consistently, and I keep accepting, so still a guest. I don't think I'm officially a part of it. That seems unlikely. I've not played Knights of the Old Republic, so I can't really do a video on it. Because Disney supports the latest Star Wars Battlefront game, that means they support child soldiers because the clones are only 10 years old. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I don't care.
Thoughts on Metal Gear franchise? I have not played them. Mel, what's your thoughts on the Metal Gear franchise? You can answer that.
Kid, I almost spilled my Sunday.
He disagrees with your assessment.
Yes. What?
Mel, you shouldn't be so rude.
Drive, dumbass. Whoop.
Prequel trilogy or sequel trilogy? Prequels easily. There's so much more to actually be able to talk about with the prequels. The sequels are like nothing burgers. And it's deliberately nothing burgers. Do you know, there's an interview I watched with Adam Driver where he's like, they say something like, what's it like to play a villain? And he's like, well, we don't really see Kylo as a villain. Me and JJ, we discussed a lot about, what motivates him and how he sees himself. And, he doesn't really see himself as being in the wrong. He doesn't see himself as a villain. There's a lot going on there, a lot of history, a lot of choices, and yes, you don't really see a lot of it in the film, but... Wow.
Headcanon. Whoa.
I just love the idea that they talk about their entire history, and then it's like, so how much made it into the film? It's like...
Oh, none of it.
The vibrations tickling my feet.
He likes Darth Vader though.
Eat my gut.
Okay.
He does, he worships the Vader. Oh, why can't I drive to work, literally? Look at this, it's outrageous.
I'm a lean, mean
Fine.
speed thingy.
I will park my Plow King right outside my office.
that camera.
Grievous killed over 100 Jedi. Neat.
Watching me on the internet.
I have not played the Mass Effect series.
Cameras.
Do
should
you
be
enjoy the
smashed.
holiday special similarly to how you enjoy The Room?
What's your
Yeah.
power source?
Are there fan cuts of the prequels you enjoy or recommend? I have not checked out fan edits of the prequels. What are your thoughts on the Arkham series? I loved Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I haven't played them in a while though. Excited for Jurassic World Cinematic Universe? No. What do you think of the Teen Titans Go movie? I've not seen it, but I mean, the TV show looks incredible, and I cannot wait for that to be released because it's going to be so good.
Let's do this thing.
And I think the biggest thing the Teen Titans Go TV show live action thing is going to do is be respectful to the source material and give the fans what they want. That's the two things I think it's doing. Because you know when you say fuck Batman, that's like the coolest thing ever. Fuck Batman. I can't wait for Iron Man to say that in the Avengers sequel.
Fuck that.
Thanos is like, why would you want to stop me from saving the universe? And he just goes, fuck Batman. What?
Kinda want to see that now. With the outtakes, like, fuck Batman.
Who'd win in a fight, Dooku or Kylo? I think it'd be Dooku, because he's like the fencer. While Kylo's like, blah, blah, blah. And you know who wins out of a fencer and a walalo? It's the fencer.
The gun. Or
The
Batman.
Gungan? The Gungas?
Not like anyone likes
Yes.
these things.
I don't know. Oh, balls, I pressed Y to jump. I pumped the yump. Don't you just love the Stiggy Moloch? Of course. We all love the Stiggy Moloch.
Yeah.
That is decreed by the gods of Jurassic.
Oh.
Uh-oh, I think we're starting to lag again. It seems like it's on a timer. I shall have to look into this. Maybe it's tied to the FPS unlock. I usually cap it to 30 and it's on 60, so maybe that's it. Either way, we shall have to look into it.
Do we know?
God, every question is just thoughts on and then a piece of media. I don't know what to do. Help me, Mel, what do I do?
Thoughts on questions.
Finally, get some
I don't like them because I only give you very brief answers that suck. Thoughts on the God of War series? First one, that was neat. Second one, that was neater. Third one, that was the neatest. Fourth one, wow, that was super neat. There you go.
That was a really good assessment.
So, don't you understand me better now?
let's roll.
This is why when it's like thoughts on Force Awakens, it's like, well, give me a few months and then a few hours of video, and then you will have my thoughts. Thoughts on modern day Simpsons. That's my thoughts on that.
That's
Did you ever
racist.
hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. And then, like, the next day in school, Anakin's like, what are we learning today? And they're like, we're learning about Darth Plagueis the Wise.
I am evil. Homer.
And he's like, this is not something that the Jedi should teach, though. And then they do it anyway, just to spite, what's his name? Palpatine, I believe his name is it?
I think so, yeah.
Emperor Palpatine? Emperor. Do you still watch his TV? I does. Sometimes with footisms, sometimes on my lonesome. It depends on how frisky I'm feeling. Get out of the way! Force Awakens critique videos soon. They will take as long as they take, but I am still not finished on this script. I'm just going to be so happy the day I announce I'm finished on that script. This is going to be a long series. Do you think Disney should redo Lucasfilm and restaff it with proven professionals? Depends on what proven professionals mean. Was Ryan Johnson a proven professional because of Lupo?
I blame
Is that how that works? Is Metal a proven professional as a streamer because he streamed?
Mistakes were made.
43?
Huh?
Look, Mel, I'm asking you a very simple question. Is your skill at streaming the same as Ryan Johnson's at directing?
No.
It's better.
Any views on sociopaths? I would imagine you'd need to avoid them. They are sociopathic. Usually.
The famous bearded cartoon creator incarcerated in a Peruvian jail. In other news, local Local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras throughout the town. We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby is fielding questions from an angry mob.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
What is the purpose of this game? It's a video game you play.
It's only for piece of cake.
Hey Forte, did you see that video I linked? The Let's Play Diaries.
I did not.
You should check that out. Isn't it super tismy, Mel? Look what Maggie's doing. If I didn't know a fan was in there, that might be creepy. How many friends do you lose while playing Dota 2? I only played Dota 2 briefly and I didn't like it. I was like, meh.
That hurt.
Do you like the 2007 Simpsons game? I actually thought it was okay. Not as good as this. Get out of the way. This is not the stealthiest car to be using, by the way. I'm just using it because it's funny. Thoughts on Gears of War series? First one was okay, second one was awesome, third one was and then I haven't played any more past that. Molku. Looks like if there are spikes that they're doing better now. So that's something.
Vengeance will be mine.
I don't think I'm supposed to destroy this one. You played any of the Witcher games? No, but Fortier, you've played 3 of them, right?
It was like that when I got here.
Metal tried to play the first one, and then he got really upset because he didn't understand the complex themes.
Fuck off.
See, that's what he said when the complex themes turned up.
I hate them. Fuck off.
I hate you complex themes. Oh no.
I wanted to
Oh
be
god, is that it for me now? Wait. Wait, evil van, I'm trying to chase you, but I've lost all my momentum. Wait for me to catch my momentum. This is the worst town in America. Oh wow, that van was slow.
Let's see you do better.
Thoughts on the human race? Well, if Mel's anything to go by, we're not doing too great. We could be doing better, that's all I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Best driver ever. Would you watch a Kenobi spin-off with Ewan McGregor? I would watch a Jabba spin-off with Danny DeVito because I'm up for watching anything that Lucasfilm put out because they are just consistently failing. And this is
And that
rather
makes you want
hilarious.
to watch them.
Have you ever looked away from when someone lights a firework?
You know,
Exactly.
You're right. I'm sorry.
So how about you think about that next time you address me, sir/madam. I didn't catch what your preferred pronoun is, Fortier. Could you please tell me?
Car.
So when I refer to you in the third person, I say, "que." Is that how that works?
Just call me
goes
Air
car.
Homer.
Here.
A few more.
I don't like these rules. They're confusing. Oh, hey Marge. Let me just park right next to you, very dangerously.
1 car, 2 truck, many bus.
Mm-hmm. Thoughts on oxygen? It's my favorite of all of the compounds,
Time.
but
What?
I prefer carbon in its purest of forms.
You almost nicked me.
Wow, this car sure can take a beating. I'm a mean speed thingy.
Can I just do this forever?
Nice girls, finish fast. No time for caution.
Ooh, the vibrations tickling my feet.
Nice girls, finish fast.
I'm just farming him right now.
Look, no hands.
Dude, I didn't even know I could do this. It's like 3 boxes already. 4.
Cautiously wild.
God, Jasper, you got some road rage, dude. Dude, I just collected them all in one. Wow. I don't know if that's a speedrun tactic. It must be.
You should submit it. Maybe you can help someone.
Any thoughts on what the Rogue One? I doubt they haven't found this. Any thoughts on what the Rogue One director said about Rian Johnson and the fans that didn't like The Last Jedi? I've not heard what that is specifically, my site, though I've heard of that happening, I believe. So you'd have to link something maybe. Neither oxygen or carbon or a compound muesli. As if I'm a scientician. James Moore with $100. Thank you very much. That is extremely generous. Howdy, few questions. Have you seen A Quiet Place and Opinion? I tend to agree with Wolf on that. I thought that the film had a huge amount of potential, but it shat itself with just breaking its own rules and raising so many questions throughout. I think we're planning on watching that as a group of friendism soon, so I won't say any more, but I would go as far as saying I enjoyed watching it, but I thought it was awful. If that makes sense. Are you planning on getting the Resident Evil 2 remake and doing videos comparing and contrasting it to the original? How much money must I throw at you to discuss and debate stuff for fun? Thanks. So for the first question, Resident Evil 2 remake, I need to play... I haven't played like the original or the remake for the first one properly yet. I'm not too into Resident Evil, but a friend of mine is obsessed, so he'll probably want to jump in, and that's about as far as that goes, I'm afraid. But how much money must I throw at you to discuss and debate stuff for fun? Do you mean with you or with other people? Or because I mean, I'm still putting feelers out there, you know, for a couple of people to have discussions with me, like Hello Greedo or Quinton, or there's a bunch of others. I think I even invited Cosmo for a chat because he's so bad at analyzing Star Wars, but not getting many results because I'm the evil analyst who doesn't let people have opinions. Like, check this out. Futia, what is your opinion on oxygen? No.
5?
See? I don't let people have opinions. It just doesn't happen. It's a problem I have. It's like is a disease.
If only you could like provide a way of judging movies, but then still allowing people to feel however they want about the movie.
Well, no, because you know, whenever you say anything, like for example, if I say your name is not Futia, that's my opinion, so it's not incorrect. Do you understand? Like, even if your name isn't that, I can say that it is because that's my opinion. That's how that works. An opinion cannot be inaccurate because it's just based on, you know, being afraid that someone might challenge you. That's its whole point. Because the worst thing that can happen to a human being in this world is to have your mind changed. That is like the most horrible thing ever. So you have to protect yourself from that. Like, poor Metal's probably muted us now because he's starting to change his mind.
But what if...
Yeah, I have my rope right here.
But what if I watch a movie and I have my best friend to my right and he hates the movie, but I love the movie? What does
Thank you, Jenna. And if you have one person who thinks a film is good and another person who thinks it's bad, then they're both right. Even though that sounds like a contradiction, they're both correct. That the film is... It's Schrodinger's film. It's both bad and good.
I'll be right back.
That makes sense. And if it doesn't, then that means you're bigoted and that you shouldn't be allowed to debate anybody.
Oh.
See?
But isn't there somewhere where these two people could like meet, like in
No.
the middle?
No.
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 Damn.
If someone says 2 + 2 is 5 and another person says 2 + 2 is 3, and then a third person's like, maybe we could figure this out, that person needs to be killed. Because they're hurting people's feelings.
Fuck.
Has there been any more backlash from H-Bomber folding ideas of your meta response series? H-Bomber still randomly gets into arguments with me on Twitter because he hates my objective thing. And what I got out of him this time around was he said to me, "You think that you've discovered objectivity," or something like that. And then he also said something like, you know, "You think everyone else's opinions are subjective while your own are objective," which is something that Quentin said as well, which just misses the whole point of what I'm doing, but you know, there we are. But thank you for the $5 dues, and again for the 100 as well. Very generous people tonight. Is it Saturday brings out the generous people? Is that how that works?
Yes.
You know, on your way home today, did you give a hobo some money? Is that what you did? Because it was Saturday.
If I left my home, I would have given him my car.
Oh wow.
If I had.
Saturday truly is the generous day. What's so bad about John Wick 2? I'm gonna save that for a video because it's really hard. Someone asked me what's so bad about Interstellar, and like, I don't want to give you a really crappy response with a bunch of random thoughts. I want to give you like a full-on assessment, which
Just
these are the...
upload the 2 sound clips.
Oh yeah.
That's
Did I
10
tell you
hours
I
of
couldn't
content.
save it into an MP3 because it was too big, and Audacity would crash every time I did it, so I had to find a codec where it would survive the render, and it was MP3 I ended up having to go with.
Oh wow. Fucking 7 hours, I still can't believe that.
Yeah, and I still plan to listen through it while making my video for that, which I look forward to making it. It's just I gotta get Force Awakens done first.
Can you send it to me? I kind of want to listen to it, like, on the side.
7.5 hours.
I mean, I have...
I got nothing good to do in my life. Saturday people are drunk.
Wait, are you talking to a colored person?
You can't say that. It's 2017. I mean 18. I mean 19. It's 18. That's the one.
Is his name Carl?
Coral. Yes.
Is that because he's colored?
What are some of your favorite superhero movies? Well, Captain America: Civil War is my favorite superhero movie of all time. Tisms. Then you got The Dark Knight is definitely a strong one. Infinity War is another strong one. What else have we got? What are other good superhero movies, guys?
The Avengers.
The Avengers, another strong one. What else we got? Mel, come on, let's go.
Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1, that's another strong one. Mel, come on, come on.
I'm not even on my PC.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Why do you need that? You only needed your brain, Mel.
Well, if I'm in my fucking bathroom putting my tisms together, I can't...
Are you putting your penis together?
my penis together.
He's putting all the pieces back
Roll
together.
it up, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to say laundry, but I didn't do it.
Thank you for the $2, Godman. Can we expect any more videos in vein of your farming simulator video? Oh yes. I have big plans for... I think there might be 3 videos out next April Fools, because there's 2 I already want to make already, and I have another idea.
Yeah, back.
It's like the only time of the year I can
Ragnarok.
release stupid videos. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok's
Spider-Man
cool as well.
Homecoming.
Yeah, oh, see, this is just MCU. I look like such a fanboy. In fairness, some of my
Guardians of
most
the
hated
Galaxy
superhero
2.
movies are in the MCU too.
Black Panther.
Wow, you racist. There are still threads that discuss how I'm definitely a racist, and they cite the fact that I fucking ripped into Black Panther for its black cast. It's like, I never did that.
What would you say in the middle of Black Panther, like the King of Wakanda just looks straight into the camera and says, "We'll be right back," and then it cuts to commercial. In
I
the
would
middle
say
of the movie.
that film is fucking the greatest film in existence. That's what I
I
would
would honestly, I
Sounds
think
so
they make it better because it would give it some comical relief.
say. Smithers, why are you speeding, dude? That's like against the lawtisms. Uh-oh, can I make this? Ah.
I dented your car, which I suppose
Oh, wow, I
also
did.
dented my car. But still, I dented your car.
Sorry, I'm in an intense race with Smithers right now.
I don't know.
What's all the race again?
Put out the April Fool's
Yeah.
videos quarterly. I can't do that. They'll come out more often than my actual videos at that point. Do you have a favorite Bond film and actor? My favorite Bond actor was Pierce Brosnan. Favorite Bond film might be GoldenEye. I have not seen the Mission Impossible film. Opinion on New Terminator. It's not going to be as good as the first two. It's going to try, just like everything else. Which is the best Spider-Man Gay Man movie? I mean, my favorite Spider-Man movie is Homecoming, which I go on World Class Bullshit as podcast every once in a while, and he thinks that that film is terrible. So that's
It's wrong.
a competing...
Because-
Well, the majority of the arguments stem from how it's not enough like the comics, as opposed to the film's flaws itself, which to me I've never cared about whether or not it's accurate to the comics.
We're talking about a film.
Internal consistency is all I want, and the internal means the MCU at this point. And then, have a good film, have a good character, have a good story. I'm okay with you breaking the comic. Because that's where an adaptation is, right? You get to take what you want. You could literally just take the name if you really wanted to.
Hey, if we take away the MCU from Black Panther, does that make it better? It does, doesn't it? Because it doesn't break as many rules.
I'm not sure. Because it's the problems I had with it in relation to the MCU is that it creates a bunch of problems in that they have so many resources to provide to the Avengers that it's done and dusted. But then again, people make the same argument for Iron Man, which you could argue is no longer will he protect his gear when the fucking universe is at threat, isn't it? So it's complicated. I'd have to watch Black Panther again. I really didn't like that film. Yeah, we will be answering what cerebellic gaming is eventually. I know a lot of people are frustrated with that. Fortier has literally been reading so many books in preparation for the discussion on cerebellic gaming.
Yeah.
Tell them what you learned about reader response theory. You see? Fascinating stuff.
Oh, sorry.
What did you learn about reader response theory?
Well, I haven't gotten to that part in the book yet, but I know that it's all up to the reader to suggest the consequences of the war.
The consequisition. See, this is really in-depth stuff. I can't even keep up with him talking about it. I need it written down and with pictures.
Yes.
It's incredible stuff. Least favorite movie of all time. One of them is Interstellar, genuinely. You can ask Mel how much that film drives me insane.
Fucking shit.
What do you think of Cosmonaut Variety? I was saying that Spider-Man Homecoming is the best MCU movie to date. Wow, he takes a lot of controversial positions, doesn't he?
Which
Poor
movie
guy.
did you say was the best one?
Spider-Man Homecoming. I think it's good. I don't know if I'd go with best though. Interstellar's amazing. What the fuck you saying? Thoughts on uranium and plutonium? They're the best of all of the oxygens, I would say.
I gotta
Jenna, you're gonna have to check my math on that one,
No
because
problemo.
she's the resident scientist here.
Wait, how many oxygen do you have?
Well, isn't it you get 5 for every bottle of water you collect? Something like that?
No.
Eat my dust,
Oh,
dust eaters.
well, maybe it's that too. I know you get 20 when you level up, which means like
I'll
when
get you,
when
Bart.
have a birthday.
Just like I got Charlie and Dan.
Afraid
Oh my
not.
goodness, Mr. Skinner is
So,
chasing me.
Damn your lightning fast wit.
I don't remember these being here before.
Can AI take shortcuts?
Some of them are programmed, some of them aren't. But the one I just took, he's not gonna know about, so I win.
Smell you later, Stinky Gator.
an
Bartman
OP
knows all.
Bartman knows all.
It's time for some
Molarinium.
Bart.
Do you like the music in Interstellar? Yes, I guess. Me and Metal and Alex started to poke holes in the fucking soundtrack for that film as well, though. It's the same thing every time.
You're all mine.
You plan on doing Interstellar after Star Wars, right? I don't know. There's so many things I could do, and there's so many things people want me to do. There's like a massive cross section. I think I'll just ask
Maybe-
Footier what I should do.
Totally awesome.
Legit though, maybe you should like do a straw poll. Maybe not a straw
It'll be
poll, but
Star
like a-
Wars. If I do a straw poll, it'll be, if Star Wars is an option, they'll choose that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you should go with whatever wins, just to see what your fans want. Because I'm betting a lot of them probably want to see you, do maybe a game or something. I'm not saying necessarily God of War, but something.
You should make one right now, and make the options.
See, this is why we should be on Twitch, because straw polls show up on the top of the page.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
Oh my god, there's a fly on the screen. That's good.
Any
What
update
should
on Hello Greedo?
all-
Not as far as I know.
Next video or next series?
Just title, what would you want to see next?
What
And then-
would you want to see next?
And then the options can
Option
be literally just, there's 3 I'm interested to split it into, which is Star Wars analysis, well, Star Wars movie analysis, non-Star Wars movie analysis, or game analysis. And I'm curious, I'll get everybody in this current chat to vote on it, and then we will see what people think.
Analysis is a like anal and then easy, right?
Um,
Nicest.
That's I'm gonna have to ban you now. You said it. I'm sorry.
Okay, last time I did this, I did something wrong. Okay, share. Copy URL.
And it's porn.
Does that work?
Let's have a look. Everybody vote on the Strauer poll. You can already see
Which one
results
is he
pouring
making?
in. I think it's like nobody's voted for the Star Wars movie analysis. Oh wait. Oh.
Oh, game's in the lead.
Ooh, I like this. This thing is changing.
You should put it on screen.
Well, if I
Dude,
put it on
we-
screen, people will know the answer, and then they'll do their vote according to what they've seen.
Well, they can do that anyway.
I can't. What a lie.
Yeah, you can check results.
Wow.
It's dumb, but it's true.
Come on, keep voting. Anybody who's currently listening to this stream, there is a link in the chat right now.
You just posted the results.
Oh,
/r as results.
remove the R part. Alright, I'm posting the correct one now. There you go. Everybody use that link and then vote on what you'd like to see from my channel next.
Dude, we need one of those auctioneers. And the game, and there's
I mean, that's a clear winner by the looks of things.
and that means God of War. Oh yeah, high five medal.
The next one is like,
Oh,
what
man.
game would you like to see? And the choices are like God of War or Tetris, and Tetris just wins 100-0. And Footie's like, no!
There's 3 options. God of War.
You have to examine Detroit Become Human, do it. Oh, gosh, I've not even played that game. How would I analyze such a thing? Is that gay? I mean, I can just skip over the questions that are nonsensical, and that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I think we should make another straw poll because that was fun. What should we do this time? Interesting question for the audience.
All mine.
Do we do a meme or do we do something actually interesting?
How about what would you rather see an analysis on, and then the choices are the Star Wars prequels, the Star Wars original trilogy, or what would a third choice be? Rogue One.
But
How about
game
leverage
analysis
some-
1.
No, I know, but I'm still curious about the other thing.
game analysis.
Fortier, I'm gonna fire you. Just
Hello.
Mark Brown it.
Hmm?
You can't
Game
say that.
analysis.
Mark Brown's a respected YouTuber. Cosmic play definition. What are your thoughts on Captain Toad Treasure Tracker? That's like the greatest game that ever hit the Game Boy.
Game Boy, yeah.
How old are you? I am 24 years of age,
You got it.
I think.
Liar.
Age is such a silly concept, though. It's literally just counting numbers. It's so stupid. Like, who even cares what numbers even are? What do you think about Marvel's attempt to make Civil War's consequences disappear? They failed to do that quite significantly, according to what we saw in Infinity War. I don't know how many people realize this, but the whole reason Thanos wins in Infinity War is because of Civil War. If you check out what actually happens, if everybody was together, they would have smashed him quite easily. That is the interesting thought, if you will. What are your thoughts on Mark Brown? Extremely overrated. Like, horrifyingly overrated. You should watch me, Rags, and Wolf watching a video from Mark Brown. It's kind of funny. Have either of you guys seen Mark Brown's video on Cuphead? I can't remember who out of you two might have seen it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I knew about it, but those two had never seen a Mark Brown video before, and so I was like, check this out, and it was so funny, because he spends 10 minutes explaining that bosses shoot projectiles at you, and like, I tried my best to not skew the conversation, but those two were just fucking ripping into him so hard. It was so funny. They were just like, why is he saying the most obvious things ever? And he's like, this enemy fires straight forwards, while this enemy fires in a zigzag. And then he has little like edits to show it, and you're just like, why? Mark Brown's funny, but he is beloved on YouTube. He is beloved. You sound bald. Are you bald? I have a bald friend. Does that count? But no, I am not, I'm afraid. Also, have you made the new straw poll or not?
I'm doing it, but it fucked up.
Ugh. This is why we stopped hiring Fortier. Kept screwing everything up.
Swedes.
Yeah.
Sweden. We are Sweden. Who's smashing Thanos together, and where can I read this fanfiction? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't comment on that. How Cuphead's enemies try to kill you. That's the one. And it was funny. How many friends do you have? You got Metal, Fortier, Mr. Emi, Alex. That's like 4. I have 4 friends. New straw poll. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. What would you like to see analyzed next? What would I like to see analyzed next? I'm going to choose one of them. Also, my theory is the prequels will win hands down, by the way.
Oh, OT is falling behind hard.
There is another straw poll in the chat. This one is to decide on which of the Star Wars movies people want to see analyzed the most. I suppose it's a little bit unfair to Rogue One in that the other two imply 3 films, while that one's only 1. But Rogue One's still not doing the worst, so...
I was thinking of putting like one of the Star Wars stories.
Well, the reason I said Rogue One is because I haven't actually said anything about it yet on my channel, so people will be like, ooh. When I'm not included on this list of friends, that's both sad and accurate from Jenna. Thoughts on VatiVidya? I've always found out VatiVidya harmless because he's just explaining the lore from games, but I know a lot of people hate him. I'd have to hear reasons for why. Are you single?
Did someone say
Yes.
that he's like retelling what people told him?
Yeah, that is a criticism I've heard as well.
Yeah, but why is that wrong?
Well, I mean, I was gonna say that. How do you think I find my information? Well, I mean, other than primary.
I mean, he's asking his community for help. He
Yeah,
gets
I don't really have a
lot
problem with that.
of- Yeah. And he gets a lot of information, puts it together, and
It's
he
like he's an
makes
aggregator of information.
like, who the fuck is shit?
What director do you prefer, Ryan Johnson or... Well, the answer is anybody who isn't... Honestly, I don't mind Ryan Johnson as a director. It's he has to stay away from the script. As long as you can do that, I'm okay with it.
Star Wars prequels won by 61%.
Sorry,
Or
bud.
with
I can't serve
61%.
booze to a
Yeah,
buddy
people
today.
really want to see prequel analyses these days.
Well, now you know that. You should write that down.
Well, I'm already planning on doing prequels. It's just, these things take time, gosh darn it.
But you need to do game first, because that's what you're going to
How about
Game first.
you just take your tisms and you park them over in the other street?
Game first.
Good for it, goddammit.
I don't remember this being here before.
I already know your motivation. You just really want me to start doing God of War stuff just so that, I don't know, you have more God of War facts to find out about.
Your communitism has spoken.
This is only a select portion of the communitism.
No, it's literally everyone.
Oh shit, this is everybody?
Yep.
Whoa. Mel, did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why are you still here?
Sorry.
Gosh, so offensive.
His name is the same as that slingery, slimery animal. Snake. Oral Beast is not God of War.
So the
Bad
plan, from what
button.
I've heard, in response to the video about me and Rags from Quinton and TRO, is that Rags wants to, because he's in his new place, wants to put out one video so that he's like back on his channel, you know, completely, and then do a stream after that for it. So it could literally be in a week, it could be in a month, but it shouldn't be longer than a month. Let's hope. And there will be a response from me directly to Quinton at the end of my TFA critique, which is already written actually. Needs a redraft, but I'm not very nice. And when I read over it, I was like, yep,
Already written.
yes.
I will fuck you up.
What? Why? What's wrong with that?
Cause you. Yes.
What's wrong with saying already written instead of wroten?
Because 5. Yes.
I think Ryan Johnson should direct the sandwiches and the coffee machine in the cinema. Oh. Oh.
No, Ryan Johnson shouldn't direct anything. But do you guys not realize what he's done?
You saying that he would screw up directing coffee?
Yeah. He
That's
would
just-
screw up directing anything. He needs to be.
How do you know that that's not his calling in life? Oh my god, Ralph, I'm so sorry. You deserved it though. That was like a serious slam to Ralph. I'm glad he's okay.
Oh my
Ralph is a childism.
Oh the cop! You're like,
Yeah,
what
dude.
the fuck did you do to my kid?
There is an AI in this game. Like it's almost like there's 5 different AIs, but there's select levels where there's just like this vicious AI, and he's got it in this level where it's just like hell bent on destroying you. They do everything they can to try and catch you. And it's actually scary.
I fought the law and I won.
I fought the law and I won. Haha, he is doomed. Doomed. Are you done making videos now? What?
Kinda late.
Oh gosh, have I taken that long that that's going to be the rumor?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is. This is why Patreon's the best place. I'll consistently update what my work has been in the last 2 weeks, every 2 weeks.
Being here before.
So if ever you're confused as to what I've been doing, it'll all be laid out. Sometimes I throw in pictures. The last update was all about why the script has taken so long and how huge the project's going to be, which is
Hugh Jackman?
how huge Jackman the script's going to be. I didn't say Hugh Jackman, I said how huge Jackman the script will be. It's completely different.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's already going to be at least 12 hours long, which is longer than anything I've made series-wise, so That'd be interesting. But it's going to be much longer than that because I've got a shit ton of notes to add and a lot of fleshing out to do in the script, so... So very whoa. Nerd person. Okay, it's not fair that they've got that much of a head start. What am I going to do? Oh, wow, thanks. There's no way I'm going to catch up to them. They've got, like, I want to drive really fast AI. Oh. Wow, I actually won. Hugh Jackman.
Why does Dr. Cox hate Hugh Jackman?
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah. But I want to know if Metal knows.
Huh?
You just scared him. He was about to sleep. How dare you?
No, I'm playing a game. I wasn't paying attention.
You just scared him when he was trying to fall asleep during playing a game.
I'm so sleepy.
What's the worst experience you've gone through in your life?
This is a personal question to ask.
Well, it could be personal. If the worst experience ever was like maybe a surgery, that wouldn't be that personal. But if it's like someone dumping you or something.
What if you went to meet someone?
That's an interesting question though. I wonder what comes to mind when I think of the worst experiences in my life. There are a couple of ones that I wouldn't share because they're too personal. But I did have a potentially cancerous mole on my neck when I was since birth, and I think it was age 9 I had it surgically removed, and it was local anesthetic, not general, and I remember that was the second most painful experience of my life.
Was it like actually painful, or was it just incredibly uncomfortable?
Since I was 9, my memory's going to be a little bit tismy, but what I do remember is that it was strictly stabbing and burning pain, extreme amounts.
Wow.
And they had to strap me down completely, and I was just like, I was practically vibrating. I was in so much pain.
That mole grew up to be metal. Well, that's canon now.
And yeah, first most painful thing was I had, because of what Craig Thompson just said, I had a filling that went wrong, or maybe not went wrong, but didn't go correctly, and it was infected, and the pain it caused started properly at like Friday night, which meant I couldn't get treatment until Monday, and so it only got worse as the days went on. And on Sunday the pain was so bad, and I hadn't slept throughout the whole weekend as well, that I started throwing up from pain, which is the only time that's ever happened in my entire life. This is why, by the way, when people talk about, it's like a competition between back pain and tooth pain, which is the worst, and then with all a monk says and has done, I could totally understand him picking that one, but I swear to God, the worst of tooth pain is unbeatable on the pain scale. It's like having a nerve that fires directly into your head with a giant flaming arrow or something. Genuinely felt like someone was just stabbing and twisting a knife directly into my brain from my mouth.
I haven't had tremendous amounts of tooth pain, but I do, like my molars, that's what the teeth farthest into your mouth is called, right? Like those haven't fully like come out yet. They're not like fully gay, but but that like the little flap on top of them gets infected sometimes because they're not like properly showing themselves. And that tiny, like, it's just a teeny tiny amount of pain, but it develops into like my whole jaw stiffs up and I get headaches, and like it's kind of crazy how that teeny tiny little flap can produce so much trouble.
When did
So
you
I can
first
totally
regret
see
beating
a
metal?
legit problem. Did you eat metal?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? No, I'm here.
Do I feel better now? Yes, they redid the filling and everything's fine now, because what I just described was about 2 months ago. But it was horrifyingly horrible.
When did you first regret meeting Metal?
Make sure you brush your teeth properly. Yes. It was funny that I was describing my story while I was waiting in the waiting room or whatever, and then there's this guy who was like, yeah, my dad used to get tooth problems back in, like, when he was our age or whatever, is what he was explaining. So I think of like 1940s or something, because the guy was old, and he was like, his solution or his idea was to ask the dentist to pull out every single tooth and just he'll have dentures from then on. And I was just like, and then he was like, and so they did over several meetings, and then the dad's never regretted it in his entire life, because he's had 0 tooth pain, and he only puts them in when he needs them or whatever. And I was just like, man.
That must look hot.
Well, I mean, there was like a teacher in my high school who was like the hot teacher, quote unquote. He was really young and just looked amazing for all of the best reasons you can imagine, right? And then one day, he was a science teacher, and one day he revealed that all of his teeth were fake. He had 2 dentures because he was in an accident when he was young, where his mouth got like grinded up by some kind of, I can't remember if he like went head first into a wall or chin first, I guess, but it was a horrific accident that caused him to lose every single tooth. And you couldn't tell. It was just like, oh my god, like, whatever they did, they made you look good. Point being, sometimes you can't even tell that people don't have real teeth.
Was that the hot teacher who had the good teeth?
Mm-hmm.
The fake teeth?
No real teeth. And yet he was looked at as the
like
hottest.
making out with her and then her teeth just fall out. Like, oh.
And then you swallow them. Top-notch game. I know. I think a lot of people do love this game. Actually, it's definitely a nostalgic one. But
And you
sounds
made me
lovely.
play it.
What's the part the bird never flies, can swim in the water and come out dry? Is that a riddle? How dare you riddle me, sir? I'm not in a position to be riddled. Race snake to the something. Okay. But yeah, teeth, not cool. And whoever, I've several times complained about biology in humans, but teeth are one of the ones that really piss me off. Just like, how the hell has it taken this long to evolve teeth so that they can repair themselves? I know it's like, I don't know. There's biological reasons, but I hate teeth. They're crap. But then I suppose I also hate a shit ton of other things about human biology.
Does an elephant like feel their tusks? Do they have nerve endings in their tusks?
I don't think so. I don't know. Favorite Tarantino film? That would be Kill Bill Volume 1. I'm verified and can confirm you must act 100% professionally around me. It's always interesting to see the tick people, because you're like, huh, that's an actual full-on YouTuber. TubeUber. And I don't recognize the name Matt Lone. What are you doing on this channel, Matt? What do you want? Fortia, go inspect his channel, see if he's a dozen.
Okay, nom nom nom.
Okay, I could easily have won that, and then I just completely screwed it up because I wasn't paying attention. Excellent. Reservoir Dogs is very high rated for me. It's very close.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not responsible for you to have to see good films, okay?
I gave you this responsibility 5 years ago.
Did you pay me for it? No.
All you said was, hey, Fortia, you should watch The Prestige. And then I watched The Prestige and I was like, oh my god, this is the best film ever. And now you're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to tell you any more good films.
I remember these being here before. It's time for some road rage.
Is YouTube getting better or worse for making money? I mean, I've only known an increase because I was making 0, now I make some, so.
This is too
But
good for school.
it's probably, I don't know, you'd have to ask like the YouTubers who've been going for a lot longer. Maybe Matt Lown can answer your question.
That's PewDiePie.
Did you inspect Matt Lown's channel yet? We gotta know if he's cool or not.
I haven't. And I'm not going to.
What do I hire you for, private investigator? You are useless.
I'm the Tism you watch stuff with.
Hmm. We could get Jenna on it, but then we'll find out more information than we want.
He's 27 years old. He has kids called
This is his
Matt.
direct address. We're like, but please don't. Jenna, stop. God, I'm supposed to be chasing this thing. It's taking ages to catch up to me. Ow. Would you rather have the Avengers as bodyguards, or Terminator robots that you could send back in time to whoever you want? I would literally pick the Avengers as bodyguards just so I could talk to Robert Downey Jr. Be like, hey dude.
Fanboy.
No. I simply like him absurdly large amounts. That doesn't make me a fanboy. Ridiculous.
I'll make you a fangirl.
Ridiculous.
Donkey
Thoughts on
Kong.
2001: A Space Odyssey? I like that movie, but I don't like it as much as everybody seems to like it. I thought it was neat. Wah, 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 wah.
Stop.
Da-dum. Oh my god,
Poor
Snake,
Snake.
that's not fair. You started the race by tisming me. That's cheating. Could somebody tell Snake he's cheated?
Stop charging.
You're on a charted course for Cheatville, sir.
When was the last time you guys charted?
Last time we were?
Charted.
5 minutes ago.
Oh. I mean, dude, technically speaking, every single fart is a shot because the poo particles will be in it. So like very,
Yeah.
very small poops will be in every fart.
Yeah, that's why you should never sniff someone's underwear.
Well, you should, because it'll allow you to gain their scent and know their presence in future.
Oh yeah, poop has pheromones, right?
Exactly. Fortier, you're learning. Don't learn too much. Beard for you. Don't do that.
Ray mentally fucked Kylo and they had a Force baby. Internet 2018.
Hmm.
Good job, Bio. You have read between the lines. Bretrine, by the way.
Like I said, Urbanetto, I've not played enough Warframe to be able to say, really. And I don't think Metal's played it at all. I'm not sure, actually.
What?
Shrek kills Thanos in episode 9. Oh, can someone ban Matt? He's just spoiled the entire fucking film. It'd be so funny if Shrek's just in the trailer for the next Avengers.
What haven't I played?
Warframe.
Warframe? Years ago when it was in beta, I think?
What did you think of it?
Like half an hour, so I have no idea.
He thought it was half an hour. There you go.
Exactly.
Look at that. Bio comes to my stream and asks how freaking Fortia's doing.
Yeah. I'm level 90, Bio.
Speaking of poo
Gonna-
particles,
gonna
how's the
start the
TFA
physics
series coming along? Wow. It's coming. I'll probably do like a little quick summary when the stream's about to end, which is probably another 12 minutes. Quick, Mel, how do we make the next 12 minutes the most entertaining ever? I like it.
Oh, it's already 3 a.m. Dad.
Oh my god, Cletus, I'm so sorry.
Christopher Ryan wants me to ask you, Metal, how many tisms out of 10 you have.
12.
Yeah, sure, you only have 12.
Hey there, Mr. Slackjawed Yokel.
That be I.
Can I borrow your satellite
That
dish?
Look at Bio and Fortier having a full-on conversation about nerds of Warcraft.
Bart Simpson at your service.
I tell you, that's the worst thing about YouTube. People think they can just talk about something. It's disgusting. Isn't it, Mel? Like, we come here to debate, not discuss. We don't have conversations, we have discussions. There will be no talking, there will only be communicating, okay? I think that's pretty simple. I think I've made myself clear. Hey, Mauler, have you become the Star Wars guy? I do not know. When are we going to be forced to stop listening to your voice? Well, if ever I am murdered in my sleep by Mel, which I believe he's planned for April next year. I think the way that the law goes is he gets upset because I make fun of him in my April Fool's video, and then he comes for me in the night.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Strangles me with his flams. It's very violent.
How do you make a thumbs up on YouTube? Is it Y?
Well, it's not really a thumbs up, but you can do O and then / That gets you the hello, I think.
I just did a thumbs up by doing the Y one.
Do you do... Can I be a Jedi Master in Discord? I mean, you could if anybody knew who you were. Who's Matt Lone as a YouTuber? Let's find out. I'm curious now. I'm going to look at you. Matt Lone. There are 3 ways of doing things. The right way, the wrong way, and the Kerbal way. Oh, is he a Kerbal Space Program YouTuber? Matt Lone channel trailer. Psh, I don't watch channel trailers. What am I, nerd? It's the most popular video is Kerbal Space Program building a space station. He's a Kerbal YouTuber. That's interesting. But yes, you can have that role on my Discord. That is what it's for, I suppose. Fascinating.
I don't know if my memes actually have the potential of banning someone. Do you have a bot in your channel?
Not as far as I know.
Okay, good. Then I can meme away.
I love how people reacted with Bola what the fuck at the stream. I imagine that they look at announcements and they're just hoping for the day that a video pops up instead of a stream. One day, my friends, one day. It will happen. But yeah, if any one of you moderators can take care of getting him a Jedi Master role, that would be wonderful. Can you please flip the car? Bloody hell. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it, that's fine. Sweet. Alright. Fortier, you smell like a poo face. Are you gonna respond to that, Fortier?
Yes.
That was a very lame response, I have to say. And he didn't even follow up. Jedi or Sith? It absolutely has to be Sith. You, Matt, confirm your Discord name. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Well, then you are lost. Imagine that debate continued, and he was like, well, Anakin, would you like to lay out your points as to why the Jedi are evil? And then he's like, because you tried to assassinate Emperor Palpatine. And he's like, did that truly take place? And he's like, yes, I saw it. Mace Windu was trying to attack my innocent father figure. And then, like, Obi-Wan plays a clip of him being like, no, no, and then lightning it up and stuff. It's like, it doesn't really seem innocent. And he did ask you to kill a bunch of kids, too. Like, maybe you want to reevaluate this guy? I don't know. Potential jokes aside, do you think the game's story is well written? This game's story? I mean, for Simpsons it's fine, but like Simpsons overall, it's a comedy, isn't it? So, depends on if you find it funny, I suppose. I do. The reason I like the story in this game is because it involves as much of the Simpsons universe as it can, I suppose. Except Sideshow Bob. Sideshow Bob's not in this game, which is a shame. Wow.
Is Sideshow Bob in The Simpsons game?
I think so. I'd like to think that he is.
I don't remember.
Oh, get out, run, Apu. Get out, ran. Palpatine did not ask him to kill children in the movie. Makes you think, huh? We don't see it. Like the actual asking, but you know.
How many tisms is Callum out of 10? Someone is asking me that question. I don't know how to respond.
Just pick one of the 7 numbers that apply.
27.
Isn't that 2 numbers?
That's 2 numbers. Metal fucked up. It's like, I'm so sure I hate these stupid rules. Jedi are evil because they're space wizards, so they think they can lead 10-year-old soldiers into battle and don't even have common decency to get proper training. They usually train people from age like 5 or whatever.
Don't even have the decency to die.
Oh, I didn't like Simpsons Road Rage. But I liked Hit and Run, and I liked the Simpsons game as well.
9 out of 10. What the fuck?
Sign. My point of view, the Jedi are evil. Well, from my point of view, the Sith are evil. Well, then we disagree.
Okay, good day to you, sir.
So what, we just fight each other? No, we talk about this. Like men. In a big room filled with lots of people. And then they go back to the Senate. We need to discuss this.
Temporarily flying.
Why do everyone sound like Admiral Akbar? It's a Senate. And then they're like, they actually go there and Palpatine's like, what the fuck, I told you to kill him. And then he's like, well, that would, we need to discuss whether or not we're evil. He's like, of course we're not evil, you fucking idiot.
Up and again.
We're the good guys.
What's the most drawn out way you can explain the word trap?
Let's hit the
Just have
town.
Admiral Akbar say that instead. Like the anti-fan service ever.
It's a prepared system of mechanics in order to contain us without hard will or knowledge.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you mean like it's a trap? He's like, no, that's ridiculous.
He doesn't even allow them to say it. Oh, you mean like it's no?
This is 2018, you can't say the word trap.
All right.
He's Akbar a trap. Are you really a fish person?
Mine. All mine.
No, it's a trap.
I'm actually a jellyfish.
My god. Favorite anime? That would be TFA Brotherhood and One Punch Man. I love those shows.
TFA? Coins? I think not.
Ah,
2018 by whose Clanada Commander? What in the world does that mean? Any thoughts on Xbox Ahoy? He's literally my favorite YouTuber. So, yes, I approve of Xbox
wow, I
Ahoy.
thought I was your favorite YouTuber.
Well, except for Metal, I really do like his Let's Plays of Crash of Commandos 2.
Crash Bandicoot.
Well, that and Dark Souls 2. Those are the best ones.
That's totally awesome.
Podcast with ER ever happening? If he ever responds to my PMs on Twitter, which happens literally like every half a year, because he's stupid. I thought I was your favorite YouTuber. I do love Kerbal Space Program YouTubers, but being someone who hasn't played the game and hasn't watched a single video on YouTube about Kerbal Space Program, it's also not really something I like. So it's 50-50.
And that burn, I sleep good night.
Wow, there's only 10 minutes left of my stream. How dare you leave?
Yes.
I was busted while starting a mission. That's not
Oh,
fair.
I'm not.
Hi.
But yeah, fucker is gone.
Someone install a spell check to buy AI already. I don't know who organized your AI. Maybe it was Metal. I don't know. Metal, do the thing. There you go. That should be installed.
No problem.
Apparently Gary Stew is better than Mary Stew. Well, I found that assessment a bit odd from ER. As he says himself, it's all based on like what tends to happen with these characters. It's not that I disagree with him, it was just a strange point to make. So he was like, Gary Stews tend to have a goal while Mary Stews don't. And it's like, okay, which is more interesting to watch than not, I suppose. It's like, I agree, I guess. Doesn't mean that Han Solo isn't a flawed character though, right? Like, seriously flawed. Can you work it out with YouTube to put server emojis on YouTube? I would love for them to do that. What do you think of JonTron? I think he's hilarious. I like his videos. He may have said some things that came across as a little bit silly once upon a time because he trusted a statistic that wasn't cited. That's because he trusts resources that are just screenshots, yo. I mean, doesn't this sound a bit silly to you, Mel, just in general, that rich black people commit more crime than the poor white people of the world, statistically speaking?
That sounds silly, yeah.
Like, to me, that just, like, how is that even possible? Surely there's way more crime within white communities that are poor, because poor communities tend to have crime, like, a hell of a lot more. But the only thing anyone could find was, like, this really vague screenshot, and, we assume that's where JonTron got his statistic from. I don't think he ever gave more information on that, other than just the apology he put out. I can get ER's attention if I criticize Avatar. There you go. Well, that's what I'll do, guys. But I'll have to come across as if I've actually seen it, so I'll have to watch it and then criticize it for all the wrong reasons. I know what I can say. I could say Uncle Oro is really badly developed and annoying character. I could say that Korra is one of the best examples of a sequel TV show that respects the original source. What else is there? Aang's journey makes no sense and contradicts itself constantly. See, I haven't even seen either show and I can do this. Whoop. Die B. Oh, come on. There we go. It depends. Are the rich black people politicians? Ah, now that's an interesting question. Because then it becomes like a perspective thing. When a character has heavy plot armor, like in Solo Movie, do you think they should put them through extreme pain rather than pointless baiting of possible death? I think that's one way to get around it, because you know that a painful experience means that something permanent might have changed emotionally. But randomly threatening insta-death on Chewie, that's just stupid. The whole premise of the film is like, hey, you remember these characters? Well, how about seeing them in their childhood? Look, they might die. It's like, what? What do you mean they might die? That doesn't make sense at all. Just call them ice wizards and oxygen benders. That'll be enough to offend people. Ice wizards and oxygen benders. Are there any good shows that are currently out? Ugh.
I didn't do it.
One Punch Man?
I don't remember these being here before.
Because I thought Stranger Things was awesome, and then I watched season 2. I thought Game of Thrones was awesome, and then season 4, 5, and 7 happened. Season 6 was actually pretty decent. Then you got... I don't know, I'm a bad person to ask because I really don't like a lot of TV that's coming out these days. Like, even Mel made his own TV show and I poo-pooed it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Mel thought it would be interesting to have the premise of a plumber who works in an aircraft. Aircraft plumbing.
Out of the way, wannabe.
And like, I don't really see that going many places already as a premise, you know?
Seemed like a good idea at the time. I was drunk.
I mean, making yourself the main star while you direct and write as well, that's a lot of work. And aircraft plumbing, like, do people even poop that much on airplanes? I don't know. I don't even think you answered that question because you spent most of the film in Burger King. Which I thought was an interesting artistic style choice, sure, but you promised aircraft plumbing and I just didn't see much of it myself. I don't want to be too critical of your show. I understand the artistic elements of it, you know? The themes that you're going for about family and how failure is a good teacher. I did appreciate that.
Oh, that's another show.
Oh. I thought... are you not Ryan Johnson?
I was just eating Burger King.
Oh. I think I mixed up your TV show with The Last Jedi. I do that every once in a while, and I apologize.
Oh, it happens.
Oh wow, I so totally shouldn't have made that. Party Almsevi. Thoughts on the lack of attractive alien women in the sequel trilogy? Have you embraced Palpatine as your lord and savior? Can't wait to see you rip TFA to pieces in a stern yet still polite manner. Attractive alien women in the sequel trilogy. I'm trying to think, are there any? Are there definitely not any? You got some weird looking fat and crazy looking ones from Canto Bight. And there was the cantina that was filled with what are essentially genderless aliens. What about the girl who calls in the thing on in TFA, the girl that calls in the First Order to find the thing? She's considered attractive by some people. I don't find her attractive, but many people did find her attractive. Palpatine is your Lord and Savior. I don't know anybody who hasn't embraced him, and if they don't, then you usually get sent a letter that says DEWIT on it in big capital letters. And yes, the ripping of TFA to pieces in a stern yet polite manner is on its way. No problem. But thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. Would you say that the same principle could apply to the prequels, since we see the characters who are alive in them will survive by the time the OT comes by? This is just speaking on the action. I don't think they ever threaten Obi-Wan's life. Like, oh, he's about to die, oh, he's not dead. Unless I could be wrong, because I'm thinking about all the scenes where he's in trouble, like fighting Django, or when he's in the arena, or fighting Anakin. I mean, we all knew that he was going to beat Anakin, but we didn't know how. And I think that's what you could say for all of Obi-Wan. And this is on top of the fact, by the way, that they introduce a shit ton of new characters in the prequels, and they kill all of them, so... At least in Solo, you know, he's the there's like, because I'm not saying you need to kill people in order to have bad kills. Basically, just don't threaten Chewie's life. It was very simple. It was really stupid that they did, and they put it in the trailer, for Christ's sake. Like, what are you doing?
Oh no, is he going to die? Oh no, no.
It'd be like the trailer for The Phantom Menace, opening up and being like, I am Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then it's like, pew, do 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 do, and then he's in a fight, and then someone puts a gun to his head and is like, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, oh no! And then it cuts to Star Wars Episode 1. We'd be like, but that's Obi-Wan. He can't die. It's so confusing. Maz Kanata, the most useless character ever. I mean, I wouldn't call her useless. She gets them... Well, she doesn't do anything in TFA aside from provide the lightsaber, which you could argue saves their lives at the end, so... I don't know. And in the second film, she gives them the entire B-plot that goes nowhere, so maybe you're right, maybe she's the most useless. I just find it funny because they shoehorned her in so hard in The Last Jedi. They're like, oh shit, yeah, we got that weird character who's like an orange Yoda who lives on that weird planet. We gotta get her in somehow. Oh, let's make it a Skype call. So stupid. How would you rank the Star Wars films on an objective basis? The only way I could do that is if I rewatched them all, which I haven't done recently, but I believe it goes Empire, Episode 4, Episode 6, Episode 3. Then there's a big tie between Attack of the Clones, Force Awakens, Solo, and Phantom Menace, and then The Last Jedi underneath them. That's the preliminary result, but I need to do a lot more analysis before being able to sort of go over it. Live action Teen Titans looks like the greatest thing since sliced bread, and me and Metal are both obsessed.
Stop shitting on sliced bread.
Sliced bread did do nothing. But yeah, I've only got like a minute before I'm gonna go, so I may as well just pause and have a look at chat. Any places you're thinking of visiting? I wouldn't mind going all over the world, to be perfectly honest with you. I have not seen Incredibles 2, I'm afraid. I do wish to get around to it at some point, though. What are your thoughts on Silent Hill games? I have not played them, though they're ones I do really want to play. But then, it's kind of the same for a lot of series that I haven't touched. Which Star Wars movies would you rank the holiday special over? I mean, the holiday special is like the worst thing ever, but it didn't ruin any characters, so I don't know. Do you like the Titans trailer? No, I thought it was hilariously bad. By threaten Chewie's life, do you mean when he was at gunpoint? I'm talking about on the train, where he's about to get slammed into like the side, and then Han's like, Chewie, no, and then he gets pulled in right at the end, and it's like, oh, thank God.
Oh, whoops.
But that scene genuinely comes across like somebody someone who wrote that didn't realize who Chewie is. They were just like, oh yeah, that character could be threatened, I guess. Like, that's the one from the old films, and they're like, huh? What old films?
What old things?
This is a prequel. I have played Force Unleashed, and I do like it a lot. And I thought Wolf's video on it was pretty good, though he got criticized for I think he said something like it's one of the best Star Wars games, and then everyone was like, shut the fuck up. There's a lot of good Star Wars games. You got to be careful saying that. I have not played 2017 Battlefront, I'm afraid. But yes, I think I'm going to end it there, folks. It's been a riot. A laugh riot, as they say. Metal, is there anything you'd like to say?
No, alright.
That's kind of his way of saying he really doesn't like any of you, by the way. So, sorry to say.
Oh, I thought it was a given, so I didn't think I have to specify that.
But yes, thank you all for joining me on the stream. I will do another one hopefully within a week or maybe a bit after that. The Last Jedi script is being worked on. I'm in the current last section of getting research, which is interviews, and it's taken a lot longer because I decided to look into a lot more than usual. But hopefully it'll be worth it. To give you an idea, like I said, I've still got lots left, but if I Control F the word YouTube in this notes sheet, I've got a YouTube link for every single reference, and I've got 284 YouTube references already. And they all have to be sorted into my script, so it's going to take some time. But when it's done, this will be the definitive look at TFA, hopefully. That is kind of the goal. And really looking forward to getting it out, because I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So thank you all for keeping me company. Thank you very much for the very, very generous people who donated, and I will see you next time, folks. Obviously you can join the Discord with the link in the description. You can get updates on what's going on and hang out with my community. And I do have a Patreon if you'd like to support that to hopefully push my work to get out a bit faster. There's no link to that in my description, but I think you can find it by doing like mole at YouTube, Patreon, to Google if you would like to check it out. Editing for this video is going to be a bitch. Yes, it will, but it's going to be fun because when it's completed, it'll be wonderful. So, yes, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.